I've been door knocking. Listen, I was the first one to announce my candidacy more than a year ago. I launched a Super Bowl ad in the city of Detroit, something that had never been done in a mayoral race. And in fact, here on the island, people are still coming up to me saying how ingenious a move that was. So when the poll results show that I'm now trending at 1%, down from 4%, 4.9 just 2 days ago,
frustrating.
I find that hard to believe. But you know what? I'm focused in on my campaign, what we're doing. We're doing a great job of getting the message out, and my message is resonating with the residents of the city of Detroit.
Well, if she does this, that'll help her out, because the other thing we're finding why it's important, what you're saying, is the fact that the interest in that election has now dropped by 10 points.
The interest overall in the election
Has dropped 10 points in the last 30 days.
Does that have to do with Mayor bowing out?
No, it's the fact that I know she's out there working street to street, but some of the other candidates are just not being aggressive. They're not hearing from enough candidates. And if there's not enough aggressive one out there, I mean, you go in Detroit, I know your people out there, but some of the major candidates, Duggan and Penny, they're not all over the city. They're not working the door-to-door. So people are saying is, you're not coming to me.
Yeah.
Why am I worry about who's going to win?
How do you run without approaching the people?
You gotta how they say, you have to press the flesh.
Yeah.
And you have to let them know that you care. And the best way to demonstrate that is to be right there in their face, hearing their concerns, giving them some hope in the city of Detroit. And that's what my campaign is doing. People want to know that they're going to be a part of Detroit's future. And you could turn the city around, but it's really about transforming lives. If the individual's life is not incrementally better when I become mayor, then I have failed. But I don't intend to fail, Michael.
Let me ask you something. Tom Shields here, Marketing Resource Group. When you look at the city of Detroit and the two people who are running, they're names who have been around a long time. Benny Napoleon's got, he was around at some pretty dire time. He can spin it however he wants. And you can say that, Mike Duggan is part of the McNamara machine, and that's also included Governor Granholm and Kwame Kilpatrick. So why not a fresh face, and why not a woman? Something different.
I think that it's a wide open race. I think there's certainly front runners at this point in time because frankly the media puts them as front runners at this point in time. But I think that it's a wide open race. I think the voters of Detroit are going to take a look at a brand new start here. This is times are real tough here, and going back to the same old thing probably is not going to make it not real attractive. I think to most voters in Detroit, and I think there's a good chance for Lisa or anybody else I think to break out of the crowd here.
It's expensive though, right? And where do you get the money?
You get the money by inspiring people to give. Simple as that. And there's just creative ways of getting the job done. When you think about the Super Bowl ad that I aired, we spent $50,000 on that ad, but we were able to reach 500,000 homes in the city of Detroit and more than 2.3 million in the region, sending a very strong message that change is coming to Detroit. When you talk about the other candidates, you look at their combined political histories. It's more than 60 years of political history there at a critical time where if they were going to address the crime issue, we wouldn't have record number of violent crime in the city of Detroit today. And so it is time for a change.